Okay, guys. I've decided what hairstyle I want, and I'm going to go with something similar to Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. And just looking at a couple pictures, kind of got down what I want. Now, one thing you got to remember with anime hair, other than that you can see eyebrows through them, and most of the lines for the eyes, oddly enough, but hair in manga and anime will always sit above the scalp, unless you got someone with really short hair. So you're going to take it, bring it around, and you're probably going to mess up on the hair a few times as well before you find what you actually want to draw. A lot of people are using a template for what they want, and they just draw that. If you're one of them, then good for you. Me, I'm just doing this to appease the octopus in my head, so to speak. I am just drawing whatever comes to mind and whatever I feel like drawing. You gotta remember to keep the cameras focused on the image. Okay, so with the hair outlined, I'm going to add a bit of character to it. Yeah. And because it's manga, you're not going to do, you're not going to make hard lines where the angles are. You're just going to leave that be. And, yeah. Now you can erase the center divider. At least I know I will. Now, some people want a neck on their face. I don't know exactly who wants a neck on their face, or what makes a person want a neck on the face, but I actually typically draw a neck too, strangely enough. So, after I finish getting rid of the guidelines and circles and unwanted edges, I'm going to draw a neck. Fancy that. A neck. Okay. Enough jokes. Okay, so now I have decided that the mouth is too low. And I don't like the shape of it. There. It looks a bit better. Now to draw the neck. Now these lines most likely, unless you have transparent hair, won't show through, but they are just there as guidelines for where you want your neck to be. There. Neck and the edges of the shoulders. Okay. So I don't really know how long the hair is going to be for my character, so I'm just going to let it fade with the rest of the body and go off into oblivion. But I will continue to erase the lines displaying the circle and edge of the head itself. And it's alright, depending on what color you want your hair, what texture, shading, to leave a bit of a dark spot where the face was. Because a lot of people are typically going to make their hair a bit darker in the spectrum. And I've decided I want my hair to come up a tad bit higher. And I'm going to continue to shade my hair. Oops. Now, shading is an entirely different story when you're dealing with realistic art. Realistic art, which is almost exactly like true human anatomy. You're drawing the image as it is, or as you see it in real life. With manga, your shading is going to be a bit different, a bit more smooth. You're not going to show as much detail in exactly what part of the face comes forward or more forward than the part next to it. you're just going to do almost rudimentary shading, such as which side of the face doesn't have the light, which part of the face is, let's see, it's not in the front. So, you gotta know the shape of the face as well. You can't just be imagining a 2D image, unless that's what you want, of course. 2D meaning no shading, it's just pressed on the paper, like nothing is wrong with it, and yeah. Which, by the way, I drew one of those pictures, and I am going to use it, once I get it edited, as my channel profile picture. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. Now, in case I do get any comments on this looking like a character from Naruto, keep in mind that any similarities are purely coincidental. I did not mean in any way for this to look like any character from anime or manga culture. It's just a person from my head. So when I started out with manga, the hardest thing for me was getting the proper hair shading and sort of where the lines go. I was trying to draw almost a realistic hair on an anime character. That never worked out quite well. I got like a half manga, half real person. Didn't work. Almost looked like one of those girls who does the classical anime eyes, and my god, those are scary. They're cute when they're on an anime character, but they're scary when you see them on a person. So, okay, and my pencil is getting a bit dull, but that's okay. We'll just finish the lines. Keep in mind that the lines in the hair go with the flow and direction of where you want your hair to be going. So with the shoulders, if you have some hair in front and some hair behind, your hair is going to sort of flow so that it's going to split right about here so that it can travel down your character's back and into the front. So, that being the case, the video is yet again 15 minutes long, so I shall stop it here and be back after my pencil is sharpened.